Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Top Notch Investors channel. And today is January 4 of 2025. And here I would like to bring another topic about making your dreams reality. That is very abstract topic, and I think it would be really good to to cover some of the things which are a little bit to explain more in detail, and at that information we could use for our in our life in our life, and to make some changes. So it's very basic topic, and I think we can start to talk about it, about about our dreams, and how we become true, and how is it important to dream and to imagine things, and it's dreaming is a good thing, imagination is a good thing, and all those things. Sometimes we may imagine some things for the for the long term. Sometimes we imagine some things for the medium term, and some things we imagine for short term, and it's everything is over mixed up and overtwined. Let's put it this way. So it is very important. Every single person who is every single person knows what is a dream, and he has all the time of a dream, and all of us we have some kind of dream. Mostly we have the most common. It is for the long term, and it is something that we would like to achieve, and we are already on this path, and we are doing some things already in our in our mind, in our conscious and subconscious mind. So we are already on some kind of a path. Well, that's sometimes that long-term dream. It takes really long time to realize. For example, that would be the most simple. If you are like a working person, you go to every single day to the work, and do usual stuff. You have a family and all those things. You think in the long term, after for 20 years, for the next 20 years, or maybe 30 or 40 years, what are you going to be? So you already imagine yourself that you will work for certain years, and you will do certain of work, and you will earn some certain amount of money, and you will do something particular when all things are complete. So it's when you will go probably into the pension, and you think where you go to the holiday, how you will travel the world. So you're already putting in your in your subconscious mind what are you going to do. It's just an example, but many different all kinds of different people might have some kind of different projection into the mind. So that is the most common, but sometimes there are some shorter terms, and shorter terms are for example, obtaining some kind of a thing, earning a position, having a fortune somewhere, maybe promotion at the work, and it is a little bit shorter. Very short ones are just obtaining some temporary things, some material things, like I would like to get some kind of a car, or maybe I would like to travel to certain country and to see all those things. So every single time there is even smaller dream, and we sometimes we work towards it, and when we go through the life, we all have a temporary and small dreams, and medium size, and the big ones that we want to achieve. The thing is that in our world we are bombarded with a lot of information, and we forget to use our powers. So basically what happens is that our our mind is bombarded with all those things, and with the TV and the internet and news and all, all the informations, that we only concentrate only on one goal, that is the long term, and we're going to achieve a long term. But this is not correctly true, and I will probably would recommend really to start dreaming more often and towards the medium and short term goals, because those things will start to bring you more happiness and more joyful moments, and can make really huge improvement into your life. So so it is good thing to dream and to dream and to try all the time to dream in the short term, medium, and of course in the long term. And we know that means that when all the time when we dream for a short term, we will make some kind of we will set our mind to the right motion, to the right. We'll draft our mind, and we'll prepare it. We'll start to collect some things already towards the our path, and we finally will start making the progress and towards our our goal, or the path, or where we want to be, where we imagine ourselves. So, and sometimes it happens that not all the time we end up where we have dreamed of, but it is okay. It is okay, because having dreaming and practicing all the time, it gives you gives you the power to all the time to improve all the things inside inner yourself, and to master all those powers of our mind. So so dreaming is good, and we have to practice more often and whenever we practice more often in the short term, and we use and achieve our goals and objectives more frequently, when our powers become much stronger. So it is good all the time, and when we reach some kind of objective and or the goal, and it's a little bit different, we should not we will be even more happy, and sometimes the goal or objective that we reached is not exactly the one that we have been dreaming of, but it will give us much more happiness. Now, so in order to reach those to materialize all our dreams that we projecting into our mind, it is really important to master our control of the mind. And basically it is very simple things. It's I probably might repeat, but the thing is, in our mind, of when we have to master it, right? And to put to do all the correct things that we need to. So, the first one is probably the most important. It is all the time we need to block negative all the negative that is around us, or comes from out of us, and try to to replace all those things with positive things. So it's like a garden, and we constantly weeding out the garden, and let grow only the plants that we want, that gives us fruits, and and it becomes like a self-evolving action. So also we need to have some certain things, like constantly to concentrate, and to have a discipline, and to do actual work. So it's a combination of all the things, but when the things start working, they're working effortlessly, and we have a power to just by controlling our mind, we have a power to move ourselves from the current reality to the future where we want to be. So all the times it is good when we when we dream, when we dream, it is the first step how to start things. It is only the first step. We are already preparing our mind for some things that we want to achieve, and we putting already like a basis in the mind where all the things are set in the correct order, and we finally moving to the next stage where where mind start working and creates plans and foundations and starts to combine all the building materials that we later can use and and we can start do actual work and towards our goal. Or goal, as you probably will know, it goal is a big one, and we will have a lot of objectives during our way while we go, and sometimes objectives is going to be very dynamic and they be a little bit variable and might come and go, and it will be very easy to some of objectives will be very easy to reach, and we'll get a lot of satisfaction because of from all those objectives. And when also, when all those objectives are completed, we start to move towards much closer to our main objective, our goal. That is when finally when our dream starts to materialize. So it is important. There are some a lot of things we need to avoid to avoid negative minds, replace it with positive, create concentration, because you need all the time to concentrate it. It's concentration. It has to be when we draft out all our dreams, when we have to concentrate on those things when we periodically put ourselves in, imagine ourselves in where we want to be, and it has to be very repetitive, and it involves like concentration, and it's repetitive because we have to imagine ourselves every periodically, and it has to be more often as possible. Maybe it's in the morning, in the evening, during the day, whenever you can, or we have a rest a minute, and when you feel that it's a time, and so we are on the towards achieving something. It's all the time we are on the way, and when everything is working, we finally will get the result. And as I mentioned before, a result might be different, but just because of the process, we will be much more happier and much more fulfilled, and that will help us, will give us a lot of joyful moments in the while we are even while we are on the path to the materializing our dream. So, as I mentioned, it's our life is when when our dreams are materializing, we are on the process when achieving all kinds of dynamic goals. We set we set things that we have to do, and we are consistent in doing all the things, and finally, if all the things when things all working effortlessly and mind is in a good mind, you finally start to achieve the destination. It does not matter if it's short term or long term or medium term. So it is the power that is sleeping in us. So the couple that is I have now talked about the dreams and imagination a lot. That it can become reality, and it is only up to on us how, when, and how, and if and on our will and our faith. It depends on our will, belief, and effort, all those things. So the most important, so we talked about dreams and how we go there, and we have to mention also in another thing, that all we have to understand that our mind, what we put in our in what is our in our subconscious and conscious mind, all those things, we finally lead to the place, of the dream. So it always, there is the path. It's not a physical. It's not it's not it's not physical, and you cannot exactly draw it on the paper. It's not physical. You cannot make a picture of it, but it it's it happens. It happens. It takes time. It takes time. Time that we need to take it. Sometimes you need to practice it all the time. So you can you learn them. You master the technique, and all the teams start to finally to you can when you learn all the techniques, all the things that start to result, so you will see even quicker and master. So I would recommend start practicing the technique, and practice every single step. Every single step is very important to practice, and because when we leave some gaps, it's not a correct way to do it. And as I mentioned before, we need a lot of concentration. Concentration has to be all the time, for in all those processes, and you have to cooperate with yourself. You need to help yourself to do all those things, and it takes effort, and a lot of will, and discipline, and you have to practice it. This discipline, when you constantly know that you have to do it, and it's not difficult. It's anybody can apply those steps, and actually make a change. So I it's that is very we are on the long journey. It does not matter if you are how old are you, and it's our life path, and we have to talk about it, that sometimes sometimes when you're on this path, it does not go in from the first time in fluently. All the times we have something to learn, and we encounter all kinds of barriers and setbacks. So, and it's not everybody can reach it, but if you are if you you have to be quite, as I mentioned before, disciplined, to have a lot of effort, willingness, and all discipline and concentration. But you have to mention that it's not everybody can reach those levels. But still, as statistics, probably is very little people who can do all those things. That and only a couple of not a couple, but so little people master those techniques. But they are here. They are for everybody, and so anybody can make those his journey successful. So but. And maybe if you cannot make the full journey you're successful, maybe you can make only part of it. And not all the time there is a space for learning the things, and mastering and improving all the time. And it takes so little from you, and it becomes as a natural field that powers itself. So anybody, so I wanted to say that anybody can, those techniques really possible to apply for anybody, and still I it's it is the process, which happens, and finally during that process it's we sometimes will be more happy, not with not with our goal, because for example if you have a goal that is very long term, for example, when you want to travel all the world, when you earn all the money, when you are in the pension and you have reached your age, about does not matter how much, but that is really long term, you will not be happy with with end goal. The thing is that you will be you can be happy every single day while you reach the goal, and it will give you much more happiness and success and peace of your mind when the end goal itself. So I would rather recommend really to start people to start thinking about short and medium time dreams. So dreams that materialize quickly, not quicker or in quicker. Let's put it this way: maybe you can achieve your dream in half a year, maybe 1 year, maybe or 2 years. So those ones are a little bit better, because you all the time you have a chance to practice all the techniques and use them again. And when you master all those techniques, you start to reach all those objectives and goals together even faster. And that means that you can dream in your life much more, even more, and it's like self-fulfilling thing that okay, you mastered one dream, here you can master also another, and it comes faster, and it's turning into that direction. So I think that dreaming is good, and to reach that you need to master our mind of control, and I have already explained some things in my previous video, so if something is not clear, please go watch it. And now another thing, what is important, that as I mentioned before, sometimes is they project some kind of dream and into our mind, and we dreaming of something, maybe dreaming of a state or some kind of material thing, or things, and they finally not achieving the same exactly, not achieving exactly the same objective. But as I mentioned before, the most important process is the most joyful process that gives you most of the things that you want. So that is very interesting topic, that dreaming is can be so can be so powerful into our mind, and it's of course those things consist of some processes, and the dreaming is only first stage when we put when we draft our mind, and it's we prepare our mind to actually to start planning all those things and preparing for us, and when we finally start to do all those things in action. So I might repeat here a little bit that I have some things more to say about dreaming and imaginations, but I wanted to point out that even we have ability to dream a lot, and we should be dreaming a lot and imagining ourselves much more, there is a very important thing, because um, we have to be very little bit careful with our dreams. Dreams are sometimes also, it has to be refined and refined and selected, because uh, not all dreams are really good becomes good on us, and it is necessary to really thought out about our dreams. What dreams um, are really good for us. So basically that means that we should probably avoid the in my opinion, it's not maybe I'm not saying that you should not avoid it, but I only saying that uh, there are some dreams that mostly they materialize in a certain thing. It becomes you have it something. It may be some kind of material thing, or it can be a physical thing that you can touch it and you can feel it and you can enjoy it, and you can see it, how it is, how it looks. Most of the things that those can become a little bit extra load on the person. So because it's a physical thing, and if you don't use it, you need to put a lot much more maintenance into it, and keep it, and run it, feed it or something, which can let's put it this way, can subtract from your energy. So it can be basic things. And if you, for example, if you have you dreamed about having a car, only specifically, it might start not turn out not a good that you dreamed really, because it will start to break down, and you will have to go to the to the to the to the to the mechanic to fix it, and it start to drain your finances, and to start to drain maybe even your energy, because it stands here and you're not using it. So it's it's those things that we're dreaming of. It should just material things, that to have satisfaction is not really good, but we have to try. It's not really a bad thing. You have to feel it and how it happens. But the best option would be probably to to have dreams a little bit more abstract. Then you want to achieve something that is abstract, and is not really that you something that you can touch, but it's here, and it allows you something to do. You gain some kind of ability, and all those things. And because those abstract dreams, they bring you everything into it, everything what you need, and you can use all those things that they brought for you. So it's the most the for example, the most the best example would be, for example, dreaming about a driving license and dreaming about the car. So dreaming about the driving license, it gives you it gives you it gives you ability how to drive a car, how you can enjoy all the beautiful views when you drive a car. Maybe go to work and travel and see many places, beautiful places. It's or gives you, it's a good thing. But when you dream about a car, it's very similar things, but the car is more material thing, and it starts to get old. It gets to depreciate in the value. It has to break down, and maybe uses a lot of fuel, and it becomes financially difficult to hold, because maybe engine breaks. So it's all those things have to be carefully drafted out. And also it is, for example, when you're thinking about your house, and if you want to live in the house. You have to not dream on just on the house and on, as a physical state, but as a state, as a place where you are feeling well, as where it's a nice house. It has a lot of activity, and is where lives a very beautiful family, family very there is a lot of people surrounded. It's the area where you feel is really good, and maybe a lot of nature, and this is much better option to choose. You know, when you choose about a location where you want to live, or as a house, it's still you will get the same things, but it will come with all the things included. But you have to practice. This might take a little bit more time to achieve when buying actual thing, because that is much more easier. So that's what I wanted to say, because I would recommend to start to try all the techniques, and to do all those things, and to try to think that abstract dreams or abstract achievements is much more fun and much more joyful, and they are here for you for much longer than you expect, and will not drain you a little bit or on the energetically. So I would say dream and imagine. It is a good thing. Dream and imagine more often as you can, but be careful with your dreams. Refine it. It is necessary to refine it, so it does not become something that you did not expect it. But try it. It's a good. Whenever you try, you start to feel it, and you will get on the right direction. So, as I mentioned before, it is important to refine our dreams, to select the dreams, and so, as I mentioned before, it is sometimes we are more, not sometimes, but most often that we are more more happy with the whole process of getting back control of our mind, and starting to dream, and actually making the plan, and actually making the progress. So it's when it is our journey, and we can apply it to almost any any part of our life, and we can apply it more often when we apply it. It's more more it gets more, we get more used to it, and we start to know how it really works, and it can be really beneficial. So I would recommend start dreaming, and trying to imagine much more things, and to do all those things, because they bring all the good things. I think everybody would like to to have a nice family, and to be just imagine what things I am saying, and to have a really nice profession, have a promotion at work, maybe to be successful, maybe to get famous, maybe. You see, but what I'm telling about, it's also some things are more abstract. Maybe to bring some good content to internet, to spread information that is good quality on internet, that make a change in most of in many people's life, and the positive change. You see that is all those things are so abstract, and they are really so practice first with material things, see how it goes, and then try to please try to start to see how things work much more better on the abstract things, and obviously try to make your dreams much more often, much more frequent. That has to be maybe weekly, monthly. Good. It's a good time frame for having dreams and planning things for 3 months and 6 months, maybe a year. So at this point I will finish my 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 all things that I wanted to say today, and I hope those things can make a big change in positive can make positive change into your life if you practice it, and you'll be consistent and disciplined. All those things are really leading to the path of uh, of of success. So I wanted to say thank you for watching my video, and hope you liked it, and hope we'll see you in the next one.